Obviously, I'll hopefully have Cara on here at some point.
Yeah.
You're aware because you've supported us. You've done brilliantly for us over the years at Legends of Football. Do you think now do you understand or appreciate the power of music and also it as a therapy tool as well?
Yeah, I mean, I've travelled halfway around the world 2 weeks ago to go and watch a band. It's mad. 11 hours on a flight.
No, I'm talking about people who are suffering from dementia.
Sorry.
As a therapy.
But the power of music, absolutely. And obviously, I wasn't aware until I came to the first Nordhoff Robbins event many, many years ago. Now, I can't remember who it was that you were...
Giggsy? Was it Giggsy?
May have been, yeah. It may have been. But I just remember...
Did the Stereophonics play that night?
They might have done.
Yeah, they played in Giggs' year.
Done. Yeah, and I remember seeing the video that obviously was played on stage and understood the way in which sort of music and therapy was sort of, if you like, hand in hand and going to sort of support and help people, and wasn't really that aware of it, to be honest with you, up until that point. But now obviously I am, because I've been to 2 or 3 of those events.
Well, it's just what we've seen is, you see people really struggling to connect with the world. It could be people who have severe autism, people with dementia.
Yeah.
It lifts them and just takes them to somewhere where they can't get without it.
Yeah.
And Manchester now, we have a branch of Nordhoff and Robbins in Manchester as well. So hopefully it will just continue to grow, and the more we spread the word, the more people get involved as well.
Yeah. I mean, music's a phenomenon, isn't it, really? I always think football is a phenomenon. Actually, music is more important than football, really. You think to people's lives all around the world. Wherever you go, you can never get away from music. But there might be countries, I mean, most countries play football, and most countries, to be fair, football is huge. But music is huge everywhere, whether it be sort of, if you like, whatever kind of music. And that, like I say, you went back to sort of Manchester before. A big part of Manchester, probably the 2 biggest parts of Manchester potentially, are music and football.
Do you want my horrible question that I put to Glenn Hoddle the other day? I'm going to give you a choice. If I gave you the choice, you either never see a game of football again, or you never hear music again. Which would you choose? You can only have football or music.
I love my football. I love my football. I mean, look, I'm a football man, and the idea of not watching a football match again. Yesterday I was at the cup final, obviously the Carabao Cup final, and to be fair, the team that scored in the last minute wasn't the team that I wanted to score in the last minute. Not that I wanted the other team to score in the last minute either. I didn't want any of them to win. But when you see football, sometimes that thrill of a last minute winner and the mesmerising nature of sort of what it brings. But then when I go to a concert, it's the only other time where I feel that you've got genuine joy and happiness and togetherness. It's a real special feeling when you go to a concert of everyone is there to enjoy themselves and be entertained. And that's the same with football. They're unique, both of them. But I can't see myself never watching a football match again.
I don't know why I've come up with it. It's a horrible question.
Yeah, but I think, to be fair, could I do without music? No, it'd be difficult, because I think music's such an important part of all our lives. When you think of it, if you put, and I think a lot of people say this maybe from Manchester, if you put me on a seat in a bar or in a pub, and you just hear the ring of that acoustic guitar and someone singing with a little bit of a gravelly voice, I'm instantly in a good place and happy. It's amazing. I'm actually getting goosebumps a little bit. The idea of sort of someone singing live in a small venue, in a pub, the idea of them singing sort of songs, and it's absolutely amazing. You have a drink and you've got friends around you. It's probably one of the best environments you could ever put me in. And I'm not a big drinker, I'm not a big socialiser, but just the idea that it's an amazing feeling.
It's the transformative effect of music, isn't it?
Yeah.
Say if we were sat in a bar having a drink, fine, we're having a natter.
Absolutely.
Somebody put a good track on, you're away.
Yeah, absolutely. Or even better, someone sort of, acoustic guitar comes on with a singer, and you sort of, or a piano even, not necessarily, but I'm more in guitar than piano, but you just all of a sudden feel that lift. The lift in the room. You're right.